Hi, my name is Cody, and today we're going to be going over rebuilding a clutch pack. The first thing we're going to do is disassemble the clutch packs by removing this snap ring and just pulling the clutch pack out. Once you remove the first clutch pack, there's going to be a second snap ring that you need to remove in order to get to the other two clutch packs. Once you remove the second snap ring, you can then just pull the rest of the clutch packs out. Next, I'm going to show you how to sort through your clutch packs if they get mixed up. But first, we're going to put this bearing in place. There are three different size clutch packs. There's a small, medium, large, and you're going to want to separate all your friction discs and steel plates into piles where you can differentiate which pack is which. And you'll just go through and you'll want to put all your reaction plates off to the side, and we'll show you where those go later. Once you get your clutch packs all separate out, you're going to start with your smallest pack. And these ones have like the SpongeBob teeth on them. You want to make sure that you line everything up properly. You start with a steel plate, then put down a friction disc, and steel plate friction discs, so on. Once you get all these in, you're then going to take the gear that goes down in there and kind of shake around in there. Not too rough where you break the teeth on the friction disc, but just where it'll line them up along with those splines. So give them a little shake. And after that, you're going to do your medium pack. These ones have like the dog ears on them, and the bigger spaces, you want to put the dog ears in the bigger spaces along the casing there. And this one actually has a spring in it. And how you can tell which one's a spring is you take one of your friction discs and you lay it on top and you look at it, and if you can see space in between there, that's your spring, and you put that one in first. Now, you never put a friction disc on a spring. You don't forget your reaction plate either. But so reaction plate from the first clutch pack, then your spring, and you don't put friction on spring, so you put in a steel plate and then a friction disc, and then alternate steel plate and friction disc. Once you get all your steel plates and friction discs in there, you're going to put in your reaction plate for that second pack and then put on your snap ring. Once you get that snap ring in, you'll start building the third and final pack. You're going to put this reaction plate in. I don't know if you can see, but it's got little tabs that hook on the little pieces in there. And this one, you actually start with a friction disc on top of that reaction plate and steel plate, and you alternate those out. Now when you're putting the steel plates in, you need to be careful how you put them in, because there are little springs that go in here. You see the wider gap in the teeth along the outside of the steel plate? You want those in the big spaces on your case there, so you can drop those springs down in there. Now if you don't leave those spaces there, the springs are not going to sit right, and this is actually missing the springs for the clutch pack. So like I said, springs go in here, we don't have them, and then you put your final reaction plate on top and then put on that last snap ring.